What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome to r/AskReddit with my comedically terrible artwork, where today, a vomit-flavored kiss isn't enough to stop a wedding. Alright, so the AskReddit question was, what's the cringiest thing you've seen a bride and groom do at their wedding? I'm sitting here reading along happily and completely forgetting I can actually contribute. I have burned this from the far reaches of my memory. It was that bad, but here we go. Apologies for the length. It was a weird, long night. My wedding, if one may call it that, was an extremely small and quick affair under an overpass by a fetid body of water consisting of my overly emotional and violently excited mother, my ex-husband in his dress uniform, and me in a leather jacket trying to reason with the two of them that this is all rather sudden and we're under an overpass for crying out loud. Disclaimer, the ex was the mastermind behind all this. We'd been together some years, occasionally discussed marriage. I wasn't in a rush, but apparently he was. Youth. He'd flown my mother down as a surprise, hired a local non-denominational minister, picked under the overpass for the charming view of the open water beside it. Nothing good or green lived in that water. It smelled and was stagnant. I remember staring wearily at it while I listened to cars passing overhead. It was very, very windy. Did I mention it was at night? This was less a joyous union and more the beginning of a Law and Order episode. My mother is doing a foxtrot in her joy over our young love. Anyways, I'm an idiot. I go with it. It's bizarre, but I have a strong tolerance for the bizarre, and I feel bad money was spent and mother was flown in and whatnot. In retrospect, I should have cast myself into the water before me and cried out for Cthulhu to take me into his sweet embrace, but hindsight is always 20/20. I digress. Here comes the minister. He's late. I can see he is also wondering why the crap we're all under an overpass in the dark. He comes closer and I get a good glimpse of his face. He's cross-eyed. Now, cross-eyed happens, and I mean no disrespect to the cross-eyed. But seriously? I am under an overpass, next to a swamp, mother dancing, ex oblivious to why I seem disturbed, it is nighttime, trucks downshift above me, and now here is the minister looking at all of us at once with ease, and if I laugh, I'm never going to stop. I will shame this poor man, my idiot ex, my freaking mother. Save me, don't let me laugh. Dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies. I keep it together. I do not laugh. And then the minister begins to speak. He is addressing my ex whilst simultaneously looking at both me and the water. He wants his money up front. That's what the Craigslist ad specified. I proceed to inhale my own face to keep from dying. My mother cheerfully volunteers a 20 from her wallet. My ex is muttering and paying the minister. In the back of my mind, I wonder if this man is legally able to marry us. Sadly, he was. Minister paid, the ceremony begins. It's quickly apparent that he doesn't know my name, despite introducing myself while trying not to make eye contact. He calls me Georgie. My name is Jenny. I correct him politely. He waves his hand in the air as if swatting off flies. I am Georgie for the rest of the event. Screw it, why not? My ex takes my hand. My mother starts noisily weeping. The wind really kicks up while the cars rattle overhead. I am straining to hear the minister over the din. He swiftly spits out the "we are gathered" and so forth, with the harried air of a man performing a crappy wedding ceremony under an overpass at night who just wants to go the crap back to whatever Craigslist ministers do when not on duty. It's time for my vows. I actually laugh briefly at this point, but by now it's panic. What the actual crap is happening here? Have I lost my mind? I'm getting married under a freaking overpass with an officiant who can't be bothered to learn my name. It's at this moment both myself and the minister forget how the vows actually go. I remember first. I chant with this ring. The minister looks in two directions at once and chants in reply with this ring. All of this is confusing. I shove the ring on my ex's hand and blurt out the rest furiously, at least what I know from watching wedding videos. I'm not about to do a call and response with the minister who doesn't know my name. It's done. We're permitted to kiss. The world's briefest kiss occurs. My mother is good enough to take pictures. In the dark with the flash on, the minister looks like absolute nightmare fuel. The flash is what does me in. It breaks me from whatever stupor I've been in for the last half hour. I begin to laugh. This is not the gentle, sweet laughter of a new bride swept up in the rapture of love. This is the deranged howling of a madwoman bereft of her medication. This is senseless evil cackling in the night. It fills the space under the overpass, it drowns out the cars in the wind, it does not stop. I really do try, to gather myself. It doesn't work. I'm too far gone. My mother doesn't look so excited anymore, and the minister pulls his eyes together long enough to give my ex a look of deep and heartfelt pity. We head to the minister's car and sign the paperwork on its hood. I'm still laughing. Nobody is saying anything, and it is uncomfortable. I look and feel like a lunatic. I'm laughing out of context. This is already much longer than I'd anticipated it being, and this is probably going to get buried anyway, so I'm going to wrap it up. Minister gets in the car and leaves. I laugh. We climb into our own car and head to a chain restaurant. I laugh. We eat. I laugh. We end up at home. I laugh. Mother goes to bed. I laugh. Ex tries to get frisky. I laugh. You get the picture. Found out later, he had a drinking problem and liked to paw up other women whilst drunk. He doesn't see an issue with it. Divorce ensues. Takes a while, but eventually, I laugh at that too. Life is weird, but funny. Yeah, no, that's definitely the start of a Law & Order episode. I mean, holy crap. This is almost so bizarre, I feel like it belongs in r/that happened, and yet at the same time, I've been doing these stories long enough to see that there are people this crazy out there. Or else I'm just extremely gullible. I mean, my goodness. Under an overpass? Who thinks that's romantic at all? I'm sorry you went through that, but my goodness. Okay, I had forgotten about this because it was about 25 years ago. But I went to a wedding where the bride decided to sing to her soon-to-be husband shortly before they said their vows. The thing was, she was so nervous, she actually threw up before singing her song, right there at the front of the church. Luckily, she'd moved off to the side to sing. They had set up a separate little stage there. So she threw up, sang her song, someone ran in and cleaned it up pretty quickly, and then they did their vows. The funny part is, we all kind of moved on. Didn't think about it during the ceremony at all, which went really well. Until the kiss. Then the whole crowd groaned in unison. Yeah. But if he's willing to kiss her vomit-soaked lips, I'm fairly positive he probably still loves her. That is kind of cute and wholesome in its own gross sort of way. It's a tie between my sister breaking her knee, seriously, at her own wedding dancing to the Cotton Eye Joe song, and my stepsister having her reception at, I kid you not, a truck stop while 6 months pregnant. In her defense, the food was good, but wow, was it weird walking through a gas station in formal wear. Life truly is stranger than fiction. I mean, it really is. This is just so bizarre. Oh, it makes me so glad we just had a small low-key wedding when my wife and I got married. That was r/AskReddit, and if you want more badly drawn Reddit, then go ahead and click the link here, or if you want to see the first badly drawn Reddit wedding video, go ahead and click the link right here. Now you guys, stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you all on Monday. Until then, stay beautiful, people.